Have you ever noticed something very interesting about the human mind? The moment we sit free, the moment we say, I have nothing to do, suddenly the mind says, perfect, now let me disturb you. It reminds you of past mistakes. It worries you about an uncertain future. It creates problems that don't even exist. Have you ever noticed how quiet moments sometimes feel louder than noisy ones? When everything around us slows down, the mind suddenly starts running faster. It jumps from the past to the future, from regret to worry, from comparison to fear. And then we sit there wondering why peace feels so difficult to find. The truth is not that life is too complicated. The truth is that the mind, when left idle without direction, creates unnecessary chaos. Many people believe happiness will come when problems disappear. But if that were true, the happiest people would be the ones with the least responsibilities. In reality, it's often the opposite. People who are meaningfully engaged, who wake up with a sense of purpose, who give their energy to something worthwhile, carry a different kind of calm within them. Their lives may not be perfect, but their minds are protected. When we stay busy in the right way, the mind doesn't get time to overthink. Overthinking is not intelligence, it's simply the mind misusing free time. A sharp knife in the hands of a chef creates beautiful dishes. The same knife in the hands of a child can cause damage. The mind is powerful. If you don't guide it, it will guide you, usually in the wrong direction. Staying busy does not mean exhausting yourself. It means engaging yourself with intention. There is a big difference between rushing through the day and living the day with awareness. You can be busy all day and still feel empty if your actions have no meaning. And you can do very little, yet feel fulfilled, if what you do comes from the right place. When you spend time improving yourself, you don't feel the urge to judge others. When you invest energy in your responsibilities, complaints automatically reduce. When you stay busy learning, growing and serving, negativity finds no empty space to sit in your mind. Just like dust settles only where there is no movement, worries settle only where there is no purpose. Happiness is not something extra you add to life. It is something that naturally appears when life is lived correctly. Simple habits done daily create extraordinary results over time. Reading a few pages, exercising the body, helping someone without expecting appreciation. Working sincerely even when no one is watching, these actions may look small, but they quietly build inner strength. Very often, we try to fix the mind by escaping from life. We think rest means switching off completely. True rest does not come from avoiding responsibility, it comes from fulfilling it with the right attitude. A tired body can sleep, but a tired mind needs meaning. Life will always have challenges, but a busy mind with purpose doesn't get defeated by them. It learns, adapts, and moves forward. Instead of asking why happiness is missing, we should ask where our time and energy are going. Because happiness is not found in doing nothing. It is found in doing the right things consistently. Stay engaged, not distracted. Stay active, not anxious. Stay busy, not burdened. When your days have direction, your nights will have peace. And slowly, without making any noise, happiness will become a part of who you are. In life, we often search for happiness in the most complicated places, while ignoring the simplest truth. The mind does not need luxury to be peaceful. It needs direction. When the mind has no direction, it starts wandering. And a wandering mind rarely takes us to a happy destination. It goes back to old memories that cannot be changed or jumps ahead to futures that may never come. This constant movement creates restlessness, not growth. When we keep ourselves meaningfully engaged, something beautiful happens inside us. The mind becomes quieter, not because problems disappear, but because our attention shifts from worrying to doing. A river that keeps flowing stays clean. A river that stops becomes stagnant. Our inner world works the same way. When our energy is moving towards something purposeful, negativity has no space to settle. Many people misunderstand the idea of being busy. They think busyness means pressure, stress, and exhaustion. But true engagement is not about running faster, it is about moving in the right direction. You can rush all day and still feel unfulfilled. And you can move slowly yet feel deeply satisfied if your actions align with your values. When we are busy improving ourselves, we don't get time to compare our lives with others. Comparison steals peace because it makes us measure our journey using someone else's map. But when we focus on our own growth, even small progress feels rewarding. One honest effort today is better than 10 perfect plans for tomorrow. A fulfilled life is built through small, consistent actions. Reading something meaningful, listening with attention, doing your work sincerely, helping someone quietly. These actions may not bring instant applause, but they bring lasting contentment. Happiness does not come from being noticed, it comes from being needed and being useful. Often, we say we are tired of life, but what we are really tired of is a life without meaning. Physical tiredness can be healed with rest. Mental tiredness needs purpose. When you wake up knowing that your day matters, your energy automatically increases. Even challenges feel lighter when you understand why you are facing them. Staying busy also protects us from unnecessary negativity. An empty mind becomes a playground for doubts, fears, and regrets. But a mind engaged in service, learning, and responsibility becomes strong and stable. It does not break easily because it is rooted in contribution, not consumption. Life will never be free from difficulties. Waiting for a perfect situation before being happy is like waiting for the ocean to become calm before learning to swim. Instead, we must learn how to stay balanced even when waves come. Purpose gives us that balance. When we align our actions with our inner values, peace follows naturally. We don't need to chase happiness, it starts chasing us. So instead of asking, how can I be happy? Ask, how can I be useful today? In that question lies a silent transformation. Stay active with awareness. Stay engaged with humility. Stay busy with meaning. When your life has direction, your mind finds peace. And when your mind is peaceful, happiness is no longer a destination. It becomes your way of living. Life has a curious way of teaching us lessons we often ignore. We are always searching for happiness as if it is something hidden somewhere outside of us, while the real secret lies in how we live each day. The mind is like a garden. If left unattended, weeds grow quickly. These weeds are worries, regrets, fears, and negative thoughts. But if the garden is tended with care, every day planting small seeds of effort, growth, and purpose, happiness blooms naturally, without force or struggle. Many people think that doing nothing, relaxing completely, or waiting for the perfect moment will bring them peace. But I have noticed something very interesting. The more idle we remain, the louder the mind becomes. It reminds us of things that do not matter, fears that are often imaginary, and comparisons that are unnecessary. A restless mind creates tension, and tension clouds our ability to see the simple joys that are already present in life. True happiness is rarely found in comfort alone. It is found in engagement, in meaningful action, and in the discipline of purpose. Being busy does not mean rushing from one task to another. It is not about exhaustion or constant movement. True engagement is about filling each moment with meaningful actions that improve ourselves, help others, and contribute positively to the world around us. When we focus on the right things, the mind becomes quieter, more settled, and more capable of enjoying life. A calm mind is the foundation of genuine happiness, and a busy mind with purpose is rarely calm by accident. It has been intentionally nurtured. I have observed that when we spend our energy improving ourselves, we automatically stop comparing our journey with someone else's. Comparison creates unnecessary dissatisfaction. It makes us forget the unique potential we each carry. But when we dedicate ourselves to learning, growing, and serving, even the smallest steps feel significant. 1 hour of honest effort is worth more than days spent worrying or waiting. The mind feels lighter because it is focused on creation, contribution, and action. Happiness is not about getting more. It is about doing more. Reading a few pages of something inspiring, helping someone quietly, completing a task with integrity, or simply being present for those around us, these small actions, repeated daily, build inner contentment that cannot be shaken by circumstances. We often underestimate the power of consistent, meaningful effort, but that is where the secret lies. Challenges will always exist, but a mind engaged with purpose handles them differently. It does not panic or complain, it observes, learns, and acts. Waiting for life to become perfect before being happy is like waiting for the sun to rise before opening your eyes. Happiness is not something to be chased. It emerges naturally when life is lived with intention. So focus on your energy, your time, and your actions. Let every day be filled with learning, service, and growth. Avoid unnecessary idleness and protect your mind from thoughts that steal peace. The best way to stay happy is not to escape responsibilities or seek shortcuts, but to immerse yourself in meaningful activity. When your mind is engaged in purpose, happiness no longer feels distant. It becomes the natural companion of your life, quietly present in every step you take. Have you ever noticed how quickly the mind drifts when it has nothing to do? The moment we pause, the thoughts start to multiply. Memories from the past appear uninvited, worries about the future knock at the door, and doubts creep in silently. And then we wonder why we feel anxious, tired, or unhappy. The truth is simple: a mind without purpose becomes a mind without peace. Happiness is not about eliminating problems. It is about filling our attention with meaningful action so that negativity has no room to settle. Many people believe that happiness will arrive once life becomes easier or once circumstances are perfect. But life will never pause for us. Challenges will always exist, and waiting for the right moment only prolongs restlessness. Instead, the answer lies in how we choose to use our time and energy. When we engage ourselves with purpose, we discover a quiet satisfaction that no external event can take away. Even small, consistent actions bring a deep sense of accomplishment that slowly builds happiness from the inside. Being busy does not mean being rushed or stressed. True engagement is different. It means dedicating ourselves to activities that improve our character, help others, and contribute to something larger than ourselves. A day spent in learning, creating, or serving will leave the mind calm and the heart light. But a day spent in meaningless distractions, even if it is full of activity, often leaves us empty. The difference is in intention. One can be busy and miserable, or busy and fulfilled. The choice lies in what we focus on. A mind occupied with growth and purpose does not have the energy for negativity. When we work on our own development, we stop comparing ourselves to others. When we serve quietly, we stop complaining. When we focus on learning, we stop overthinking. The engagement itself acts as a shield, protecting the mind from unnecessary stress, fear, and dissatisfaction. Just like a moving river remains fresh, a moving mind remains peaceful. Stillness in the wrong place breeds chaos. Motion with purpose breeds contentment. Happiness is rarely found in comfort or leisure alone. Reading something inspiring, completing small tasks with integrity, helping someone without expecting recognition, or investing time in improving ourselves, these actions repeated consistently create lasting joy. They are small seeds that grow silently, producing a life of inner fulfillment. Waiting for grand achievements or external approval only delays happiness. Real happiness begins with meaningful action today, not some perfect day in the future. Challenges will always come. Life will never be entirely predictable or easy. But a mind that is purposefully engaged faces difficulties differently. It learns, adapts, and finds opportunities even in obstacles. Instead of asking why happiness has left, we should ask where our energy has gone. The answer usually points us toward engagement, learning, and contribution. Happiness follows naturally when the mind is occupied with purpose and not with idle thoughts. So let every day be a step toward growth, learning, and service. Let your mind stay active with meaningful engagement, not distracted by worries or fear. When your energy flows in the right direction, peace comes naturally. When your mind is engaged in purpose, happiness stops being a distant dream and becomes the quiet companion of every moment of your life. So remember this: when life feels heavy, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, where is my energy going? Because the best way to stay happy is not to escape life, but to stay busy living it with purpose. Stay engaged, stay grounded, stay grateful, and happiness will quietly walk in and sit beside you. Thank you.